1170 IFR to Riga, ready to copy.
Red Nose 1170 readback is correct. Contact ground on 121.905 when ready to taxi. Good day.
Let's start setting up.
Okay.
Ground, Boeing November Oscar Zulu 1355 taxi to the gate. Boeing November Oscar Zulu 1355 taxi to gate 13 via taxiway Tango Lima Sierra Juliet Juliet 1 Whiskey Zulu Romeo 1 Romeo Papa Delta Delta 1 Yankee Hotel Golf 1 Golf Echo Kilo 1. Taxiing to gate 13 using taxiway Tango Lima Sierra Juliet Juliet 1 Whiskey Zulu Romeo 1 Romeo Papa Delta Delta 1 Yankee Hotel Golf 1 Golf Echo Kilo 1 Boeing 355.
I'm out for the walk around.
hold position, caution other traffic. Boeing 355, continue taxi. Roger, Boeing 355.
Hi, the security and safety checks were all done. Are you good to start boarding?
Yes, you can start boarding.
Thanks.
Are you ready for the departure brief?
Go ahead.
Okay, it's going to be a standard pushback and start off the gate. Taxi route will be as assigned by ATC. It'll be a left seat takeoff, using D-rated thrust. Planning a flaps 5 takeoff. Anti-ice will be off. Above 80 knots, we will reject for fire, engine failure, loss of control or wind shear. The crew member noticing the abnormality will clearly state the problem. I will call reject or continue. If the decision is to reject, I will close the thrust levers and disengage auto throttle, observe or apply maximum brake, raise speed brake, apply maximum amount of reverse thrust consistent with the conditions and bring the aircraft to a complete stop on the runway. Stow the speed brake and set the parking brake. Advise the cabin. This is the captain speaking. Remain seated, remain seated. I'll then perform any necessary memory items or checklist as appropriate. If an evacuation is required, I'll initiate the evacuation checklist. In the event of an engine failure after V1, we will continue the takeoff, rotate at VR, call positive rate, gear up, and cancel the master caution. There will be no other calls below 400 feet. At 400 feet, I'll call for roll mode, then call, confirm the failure. If required, we'll perform any necessary memory items, climb at V2 to V2 plus 20 to 1000 feet AFL or TOCA, whichever is higher. Retract flaps on schedule. When flaps have been retracted and at or above flaps up maneuver speed, call for level change if VNAV is not engaged. Set max continuous thrust and call for the appropriate emergency checklist. We are over our maximum landing weight. So if we are able, we will hold and burn off fuel before returning to the airport. The departure routing will be via the ATC assigned SID, complying with all published speeds and altitude restrictions. No noise abandonment procedure required. Birds are in the area, so we will see and avoid as best we can. Any questions, comments, or concerns?
That's checked and no questions.
Departure brief complete. Pre-flight checklist.
Pre-flight checklist. Oxygen.
Tested 100%.
Tested 100%. Navigation transfer and display switches. Normal auto. Window heat. On. Pressurization mode selector. Auto. Flight instruments.
Heading 192. Altimeter 2992.
Heading 192. Altimeter 2992. Park brake.
Set.
Engine start levers.
Cut off.
Pre-flight checklist completed.
Gardermoen Airport information, India 1000 Zulu. Wind 176 at 6. Visibility 6. Sky condition, few clouds at...
I'm back. No issues on the walk around.
Okay.
Monitor radar display.
Glide slope.
Go around.
Pull
Wind shear
up.
ahead.
Wind
Wind
shear.
shear ahead.
Wind shear.
Wind shear ahead.
Wind shear. Terrain. Terrain. Pull up.
Airspeed low. Airspeed low.
Sink rate. Pull up. Terrain. Pull up. Don't sink. Don't sink. Too low. Terrain. Too low. Gear. Too low. Flaps. Too low. Terrain. Glide slope. Bank angle. Bank angle.
Approaching minimums. Minimums. 2,500. 1,000. 500. 400. 300. 200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Wind shear. Wind shear. Wind shear. Too low. Terrain.
TCAS test. Pass.
Hi. Here's the fuel slip.
Thank you.
Welcome. Have a nice flight.
Gardermoen ground, Boeing November Oscar Zulu 1632 requesting pushback. Boeing November Oscar Zulu 1632 pushback request accepted.
Hi guys, here's the load sheet for you.
Thank you.
No problem, have a safe flight.
Gardermoen ground, Boeing November Oscar Zulu 1632 requesting the end of pushback. Boeing November Oscar Zulu 1632 request to end pushback received. Gardermoen ground, Boeing November Oscar Zulu 1632 with Golf ready to taxi IFR. Boeing November Oscar Zulu 1632 taxi 2 and hold short of runway 19er left via taxiway Lima Oscar Sierra Bravo 9er. Contact tower on 118.3 when ready.
Would you like the APU on?
Whilst
Okay.
making
Starting
final
the APU.
preparations for departure, I would like to introduce you to our safety procedures. Please make sure that your hand luggage doesn't block the aisles or exits by using the overhead lockers or the area under the seat in front of you. Place items as far forward as possible underneath the seat in front of you. You can make the most of the available space by putting the bags in the lockers sideways. Please be careful not to put anything heavy in the overhead lockers, as these items could fall out when they are reopened. This is for your safety and the safety of those around you. Portable electronic equipment such as games, computing and word processing equipment may interfere with the aircraft systems and must be switched off during takeoff and landing. Portable telephones must be switched off for the duration of the flight. Please fasten your seatbelts ready for departure and make yourself comfortable.
APU on the buses.
Hey guys, all packs are on board. Are we clear to close?
Yes.
Thanks, let me know if you need anything.
All electronic equipment and mobile phones should be switched off as we are now about to start our pre-flight safety briefing. We are now going to take you through our safety procedures and equipment. As this information is for your benefit, we ask you to watch and listen carefully. The safety card in your seat area shows details of escape routes, oxygen masks and life jackets. It also shows the bracing position which you must adopt in an emergency landing. In the unlikely event of having to use the escape slide, leave all hand baggage behind and remove high-heeled shoes as they may tear the slide.
Carter on ground Red Nose 1170 with Golf ready to taxi
Please now
IFR.
ensure that your table is folded away, your seat back is upright with the armrest down and your seat belt fastened. The seat belt is fastened and adjusted like this, and unfastened like this. When the fasten seatbelt signs are on, you must go back to your seat and fasten your seatbelt securely. For your own comfort and safety, we recommend you keep your seatbelt fastened at all times and visible to avoid being disturbed in flight. If the cabin air supplies fail, oxygen will be provided. Masks like this will appear automatically.
Before start checklist.
Before start checklist. Flight deck door. Closed and locked. MCP.
Place the mask over your mouth and nose like this.
V2-145, heading 191, altitude, flight level 350.
Takeoff
Your mask
speeds.
is fitted before helping anyone else.
V1135, VR136, V2145,
CDU pre-flight.
Remove the life jacket from its
Completed.
container
Rudder
and
and
put it
aileron
over your
trim.
head.
3 and 0.
Taxi and takeoff briefing.
Completed.
Anti-collision light on. And that is the before start checklist
Pull the
complete.
red toggle and show. The air can be topped up by using the mouthpiece. There is a whistle here for attracting attention. Do not inflate your life jacket until you are outside the aircraft. We will supply life coats for babies and life jackets for infants. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, please study the safety card.
Flight deck to ground.
Go ahead, flight deck.
We will be ready shortly.
Roger.
Portable items such as games, computing and word processing equipment may interfere with the aircraft systems and must be switched off during takeoff and landing. Portable
Flight deck to
telephones
ground.
must be switched
Go
off
ahead,
while
flight
the
deck.
aircraft
We are clear for the
is
pushback
running.
and engine start.
Roger.
Just as
Release
a
the parking brakes.
The no smoking signs will remain on.
Parking brake is released.
Pushing back.
Smoking is not permitted at any time whilst on board. If you have any questions, please ask one of the crew. Thank you.
Start sequence is 2, then 1.
You are clear behind and you may start engines at your discretion.
Start engine 2.
Starting engine 2. Oil pressure.
Garderman ground Acklock 2 request taxi to the gate. Acklock 2 taxi to general aviation parking.
Starter cutout. Number 2, stable.
Pushback completed and set the parking brakes.
Parking brake is set.
Roger. Okay, the tow bar is disconnected, equipment is clear, and we will see you on the
Start
right hand
engine
side.
one.
Starting
Thanks,
engine 1.
you may disconnect and go to the hand signals.
Thanks, have a good flight and see you later.
Oil pressure. Starter cutout. Number 1 stable.
Flaps 5.
Gardner on ground, Boeing November Sierra Zulu 425, request taxi to the gate. Boeing November Sierra Zulu 425, taxi to gate 14, via taxiway Victor November Papa Mike Hotel November Golf. Boeing 425, hold position, caution other traffic. Taxiing to gate 14, using taxiway Victor November Papa Mike Hotel November Golf, Boeing 425.
Flight controls check complete. Before taxi checklist.
Before taxi checklist. Generators on. Probe heat on. Anti-ice off. Isolation valve auto. Recall.
Checked.
Checked. Auto brake. RTO. Engine start levers.
Idle detent.
Flight controls.
Checked.
Ground equipment.
Clear.
Clear. Before taxi checklist completed.
Clear left.
Clear right. Flight deck. Okay, tax. Captain, the cabin is secure. Check speed.
Before takeoff checklist.
Before takeoff checklist. Flaps.
Flaps 5, green light.
Stabilizer trim.
6.0 units.
Before takeoff checklist complete.
Before takeoff procedure.
Okay, cabin crew, take your seats. Clear on the approach. Ready to go.
Gardermoen Tower Red Nose 1170 ready for IFR departure runway 19er right.
Generic 426 contact photo center on 118.55. Good day.
Gardermoen Tower Red Nose 1170 ready for departure runway 19er right IFR to Riga.
Red Nose 1170 line up and wait. Red Nose 1170 line up and wait.
Line up and wait Red Nose 1170.
Gardermoen Tower, Boeing November Oscar Zulu 61714 miles north inbound ILS runway 19er right approach. Boeing November Oscar Zulu 617 Gardermoen Tower. Altimeter tree 0.00, wind 166 at 5. Cleared ILS runway 19er right approach. 118.55 generic 426. Goodbye. Cleared ILS runway 19er right approach Boeing 617.
Takeoff runway 19er right Red Nose 1170.
Scandinavian 268, follow the aircraft on final. Wind 166 at
Takeoff.
5. Clear to land runway 19er right.
Thrust set.
Scandinavian 441 tree go around.
80 knots.
Checked.
19er right, Scandinavian 268.
V1. Rotate.
Going around Scandinavian 441 tree.
Boundary.
Gear up. Positive right.
441 tree, contact Oslo approach on 120.45. Good day.
100 feet.
Red Nose 1170, contact Bodo Center on 118.55. Good day.
Maintain vertical speed.
118.55 Red Nose
Maintain.
1170. Goodbye.
Going to 120.45 Scandinavian 441 tree.
Red Nose 1170 have the Airbus A321 in sight.
Bodo Center City Jet Tree 58 is passing 1,400 feet, climbing 8,000 feet. City Jet Tree 58 Bodo Center altimeter tree 0.00 radar contact continue. City Jet Tree 58 traffic is 3 o'clock 2 miles at 3,900 feet, Boeing 737.
Command A.
Autopilot on.
City Jet Tree 58 have the traffic.
Gear up.
Gear up.
Boeing 454 climb and maintain flight level tree 80.
Flaps 1.
Speed checked.
Flaps up.
Speed checked.
Climb and maintain flight level tree 80, Boeing 454.
Flaps up. Set.